Twitch.tv/born-in-the-80s/podcast.
Okay.
Porn in the 80s.
So if we wanted to confirm the validity of a money order of an Eastern European, would we check the check's check?
Yes. Yes, you would.
Okay.
Dad status confirmed.
I'm gonna unfollow. I followed a bunch of people on
Instagram?
Twitch to see if they would like follow back. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't work.
some of them did.
Follows are weird though.
Yeah.
I
I cleaned out a bunch of my follows because I was just like, I just went through everybody that was live like 2 nights ago, and anyone that
I'm
was
not
just
even a big fan
not
of, like, the
talking or
ultra
being
culture
entertaining at
either.
all.
I just need some follow backs. I need to get to 50.
50.
That's the goal.
Because I ain't no follow back girl.
Oh God. I'm waiting for this to reload. So I can. Matt is live now. Hooray!
Hooray!
All right, I'm on studio. Matt, you're on studio.
I'm on studio.
I'm wearing my headset.
Cool.
Studio.
Susu Studio.
Studio.
All right. All right, let's listen.
Happens.
All right, everyone quiet. This is John Danger talking. Matt,
Hi, my name is Matt, and I like to party.
TJ.
I am the son of Mr. Dangereux. There's no follow-up to that.
Hey, what's up? I think I might be too quiet.
Maybe.
That's a
I can't
first.
hear a thing.
Yeah.
Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-boo. Boop-a-doop-a-doop-a-doop-boo.
I know it's before the last podcast, but I got the hairs cut.
Which ones? Haha.
Okay, I'm fine.
3 of them, and it makes me look like a horrible person, which is how I feel inside.
Well, it's important to match the way you feel inside on your outside.
Exactly. We're at the Sesquiduocentennial now,
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
right? That's 1.5 plus 2 Sesquiduo.
Okay, I think we're good. It's really hard because your Twitch delay, Matt, is like 4 seconds. So it's really hard for me to get that.
That's
that
a really
short?
short
It's
delay.
very
yeah.
short.
Now, I know Twitch does have a very similar feature as like Mixer's faster than light, which is almost immediate if you've got good internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, which Matt I think does. Right?
I don't know what my upload is,
But I do think it's in beta though.
All right, time to
but
go
I
to
haven't enabled
speedtest.net.
anything.
Matt, go to speedtest.net. I want to fucking speed race off.
With all this shit running.
Yep.
Okay.
I got shit running.
I got a letter from AT&T saying that they're bringing fiber to my neighborhood.
Ooh.
So I might look into that. I have to see like how much it costs and stuff.
You might be faster than me though. Do you have your modem through Charter?
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll probably be faster than me then. Because I own my own modem and it's just a DOCSIS 3, so it caps at like 60-ish.
All right, 170 down.
Fixed it.
10.2 up.
Yeah, I have the same up. Mine's around 10.5, but my down is only 60.
Oh, that's weird.
Well, it's because I have a DOCSIS 3 modem.
Okay,
and
so that's
they've
just from the
upgraded
modem.
the speed. Yeah, I think I get up to 100 now, but I'm not getting that because I don't have.
Are you ready to see mine?
Is it
Sure.
5?
I'll do mine too.
5 down, 1.5 up.
We'll see. I know what I'm supposed to get. We'll see how close.
Is it DOCSIS 3.1 is the one I want? Oh my god, really? It's that much? $170 for a modem? No fucking way, man.
I wonder if I should like keep an eye on my modem and turn it in for a new model every once in a while.
I gotta go like Spectrum.
Alright.
.net and see what modems are compatible. I just
Alright.
gotta go online and chat with somebody.
What you got, TJ?
I have an answer.
What is it?
13.7 down, 1.68 up.
Oof, that
I
up
think
is
I
rough.
think I found your problem.
Well, yeah, I get that. But even before, this is better than before because my my $10 I pay per month, $10. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Used to be for 3 down, 1 up, and then it was 5 down, 1 up, and then it was 10 down, 1 up, and now they just give me 15 down, 2 up. So, still $10 a month. I'll take it.
It's pretty cheap. That's much cheaper than mine. All right, here's the modem I have. It's $50, but its max speed is 343 Mbps.
I haven't sprayed the downstairs with Lysol yet.
Oh my god.
Good. I also ate some Lysol too, so I don't get cancer.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do.
We got a customer-owned device attached. My DVR hasn't worked in a while. I probably need to like.
Speaking of customer-owned device, I wish I didn't have customers anymore. I hate being in a customer-facing position. I
Yeah,
want to kill all my customers.
it's really
Hey,
shitty.
man, that's like most jobs.
Well, most like customer service jobs.
Retail specifically.
I mean, so many
because-
jobs are customer though. Like, I wouldn't call mine like customer service, but I would say that.
You still have customer interactions, but it's
Yeah.
it's not the core of your job, though.
Oh, I know, but it's still awful when when it's bad.
Yeah.
And people send stupid complaints. Not that any of my customers are stupid.
Just
But-
all of them.
You know, no, that's not the annoying part. Isn't the complaints? The annoying part is when someone asks for something from me, and then 2 months later they're like, "Hey, can you send this?" I'm like, "I gave it to you 2 months ago. Like, why are you wasting my time? Like, keep track of your stuff." Anyway,
I need
Anyway,
Twitter up. I need
I am
Twitch
ready
up.
to start. If we're ready
Let's
to
do
start,
this. Yeah.
350. Wait. I gotta put the Matt Hag music Twitter up.
Yeah. I like to
Twitch.
post it in a bunch of things too.
Yeah, TJ, you take care of posting on the Discord. I'm gonna tweet it out to my 252 followers.
Haha. Discord, more like piss gourd.
No, it's the part
Alright,
at
here
the
we go.
end of the end of the end of the end. When
Here we
judicial and
go.
legislative? Yeah, that's the part where it says, rule on the Constitution. The other part where it says the Congress can change the Constitution. Supreme Court's only limited to what the Constitution says. So if
Well, I
Congress
thought we
changes
were
the
ready to go,
Constitution-
but we're getting a
We're
little
learning about
lesson.
America.
Judge over Congress. Okay?
It's not how it works.
Listen,
Those
judge
activist
over
judges.
Yeah.
I thought we already did that. Judge over executive. Judicial over executive.
Did you see on Twitter the other day?
Probably not.
Did you see the person,
Oh.
Jim Carrey's tweet?
Oh, I saw that today
Yeah.
because it was in like the moments that
Yeah, Jim Carrey
Mussolini's
tweeted
granddaughter was
Yeah.
pissed off at Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
What a weird timeline.
Uh-huh. And it was like, and then you like look at her Twitter and it's like really
Yeah.
Trumpy, and you're like,
Totally
wow.
mega.
Wow, man, the similarities here. Anyway, pretty good. Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty nice.
All right, I'm ready to start. If TJ still isn't ready to start.
And I'm Matt.
All right, well, I'm just gonna start because we need to get going. It's already after 9, even though TJ's intently staring at the screen without headphones in, so he can't hear a word I'm saying.
I can hear you. It's fine.
Did he hear a word I was saying?
I think
little
so.
TJ, what are you doing?
How does the Supreme Court check over the president? I don't remember, and I didn't see it in her thing.
They just decide whether or not laws are unconstitutional or executive orders.
Yeah.
It's not exactly in that particular article, but yeah. See, the executive branch can do these things called executive orders, which are kind of like laws, but don't require as much.
Tell your daughter to Google it. This is why I would
Ask
never
Siri.
be good.
Wait, did you only copy the article and not make a copy of the article?
Oh my god.
Okay. Anyway, it's the same thing that they could do.
I was on time this time.
Yeah,
Is-
I
is-
was on time-ish.
But instead of a law, no. My daughter was supposed to do this homework 4 hours ago. She-
Oh, man, that really does sound like you're related to this person.
Yeah, they said that you sound just like me because of that. So it's the same thing. They could rule over a presidential action. Same way they could do it over Congress. Okay? Essentially leave it like that.
Wait, so my mom's DOCSIS 3.0, but the max that it can do is 343 Mbps. This is bullshit.
Yeah. Do you want to start a show?
Ooh, wait, I can get one for
No, you want
$100
to shop
50
for modems.
$15. I just gotta see. Oh, it's a Spectrum certified. All right, I might have to buy a new modem so I can get like way faster internet. Not that the upload would change anything because I'm just waiting for this conversation to end.
Yes.
I want to get totally accurate battle simulator.
It does look fun. Actually, I would love to
Alright.
get the other game, Matt.
Are we on Twitch? Because this is going to be important.
Yes.
Yeah, we're on
All
Twitch.
All right, cool. One of my daughters has a bloodshot eye. What are we supposed to do about that? Miss,
Tell her to stop getting high.
Tell her
so,
to stop shooting heroin
guy
into
with
her
the mu-
eyeball.
the guy who's got more of the music background says, "Stop getting high." What was the other thing?
It was basically the same thing Matt said. Let me come up with a different one. Stop doing the Tide Pod Eye challenge.
Oh God.
John says, "Stop doing the Tide Pod Eye challenge." I took some allergy medication because I had basically the same thing last night. One of my eyes was just watering really bad, got really bloodshot. Just take some allergy medication.
Matt, have you
It's fine,
seen
yeah.
Totally Accurate Battlegrounds?
Yeah.
No.
It's
You
still
haven't seen
acting
that
up.
played?
I'm assuming it's
also
by the
rinsed
same
my eye out
people.
with lots of water.
Yeah, it is, but it's a
That
pub
or eye
game.
drops, just to at least get it
So,
moisturized.
but it's like super like dumb physicsy based, and the way that you spawn into the map is you're just shot out of a rocket like full speed, and you like
Oh,
ragdoll on
man.
the ground.
I like this.
It's really dumb looking. And then the ring that like closes is actually like a physical barrier that comes down from the sky and lands and like will trap you out. Yeah, it's really fun looking, and it's only $5. I may have to try it. Looks like there's helicopters as well, which seems terrifying. I haven't seen it played in a while, but it's like all like dumb physics based. Like if you watch the highlight reel, there's like people shooting sniper rifles and then falling off a bridge because the like knockback knocked them off. Yeah. Anyway, I'm ready to go. Are we ready?
Centenary, right? Is that the word?
Oh dear God.
Centenary. I just spelled it wrong.
TJ is still trying to figure out how to spell things.
Yes.
Anyway.
All right. I'd say start the show, John.
Welcome. I gotta get a quiet section so I know where to cut. Welcome to Born in the 80s, episode 350. I'm your host, John Dangereux, joined by my co-hosts.
Matt Haig.
And TJ prefix May. Now that I've got the prefix for what this episode is.
Okay, what is it?
It's the Sesquiducentenary.
Wow.
That's a mouthful.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what she said. But, yeah.
Hey.
This is the episode. Well, we only got 6 episodes left, and then we'll be able to say that you could listen to a new episode every day. Not that you would want to listen to like the first 3 episodes,
I think
Wait,
you
talking
can,
about, first of all,
or the last 30.
John, a
it's
year has
15
265 days.
265?
365 days, I mean.
Yes,
Yeah.
we need 15 more episodes.
No, I'm counting in the weird Christmassy episodes.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I don't even know how accurate that was.
I know the thing. Wow, we're all just really smart tonight.
Oh man, and the problem is that I can't look it up on Amazon or on Apple anymore because it would give you a number of episodes, but it only shows 250, I think, or 300.
300, yeah.
Something like that.
You can change
so.
that in Libsyn. There's
Really?
a thing you can change, yeah.
No,
I
there
forget where
isn't.
it is. I haven't logged in there for a long time.
I'm gonna change it right now because it's bothering me.
All right. I don't. It might take
I'm
a while because
alive.
I don't remember where it is.
All right, Matt, I need you to walk me through this.
Okay.
All right, I'm in the page. All right,
Okay.
I'm gonna go to stats and look up if we've had any downloads in North Korea.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, is Mr. Jong Un listening to us
North
right
Korea doesn't have any downloads. The saddest part is we don't have any Japanese downloads. That's
see-
the saddest part.
now? They might be listening to us live, though. They're just not doing the downloads.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
That is true.
Well, I know one little podcast.com person who's not listening to this show.
Yeah.
The
That
person
one.
who
The one that lives in Japan.
All right, so edit show settings. This must be where it is. iTunes type. Episodic or serial. Well, no, that's not the way I want it.
Do.
I don't think there's a way to fix this.
Oh, there is. I'll look it up later.
Yeah. No. Anyway. All right. Well, that was the podcast. All right. So we're done with the old business. All right, Matt. Do we have a motion to move the meeting forward?
Yes.
Okay. And I need a second to that motion. Oh, all right. Looks like we're stuck.
Okay.
in
We're
this
gonna
for
keep
a
talking
while.
about Libsyn then.
Yep.
Oh, what's that? What's that I hear off in the distance?
I don't think we have a second to that motion to continue. I haven't heard it yet. So.
It's a second from Sarah McLaughlin.
Oh. Okay.
We're gathered here on the 1st of April to commemorate the death of Google Plus, which is going to begin shutting down services tomorrow.
Well, it's an April Fool's joke, actually.
No, I thought
That Google Plus is going to come back as Google Extra.
Nope. You can't fool me.
Google Minus.
Google Wave again.
I did not pay attention to a lot of this year's April Fool's jokes from brands, but it seems like the few that I saw are like, here's products I want. Oh, April Fool's, we're not giving it to you.
Yeah, I
Don't
saw a couple
do
of
that.
those. I hate this day.
Yeah.
I want a Halo Combat Evolved Edition Nintendo Switch. I would love that.
Oh man.
Well, since it's April Fool's 2019, let's go over all of the April Fool's jokes that were awful this year.
Okay.
I have Washington Post subscription because I'm a good human. And I support good journalism.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, so there was a snake game on Google Maps. Did you guys try the snake game?
No.
Well, it's really bad. It was a lot. Like, I guess I can't expect a free joke to have good amount of features on it, but I felt like it was not great, like controlling.
They did a Pac-Man on Google Maps a few years ago.
They did something that essentially was the same idea as Pokemon Go. So, if you go way back,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Wait, like even pre-Pokemon Go.
yes.
Yeah, I remember
Yeah.
that one.
Hey, you guys remember the memes of Duolingo on your phone, like being mean to you for not doing your like lessons?
Nope.
I haven't done it in forever.
Well, that's a meme, and the Duolingo company now has made the meme into a commercial about how they can have a mascot to remind you to practice in like the passive aggressive way or the sad way or
Okay.
like angry.
Just give me Clippy.
Did you say Clippy?
Yeah, give me Clippy.
The fucking hell are you from? No, Clippy was a nightmare.
Clippy was the best.
Okay.
Make Clippy snarky, and then he'll be lovable.
I think my favorite was when James Comey tweeted that he was running for president, basically.
Did that happen?
Yeah. But it was an April Fool joke. Oh, good. I'm glad. Well, I can't read the article anymore because when the Washington Post decided to set up their April Fool's gag website, outgoing links do not open a new tab. So that was well designed.
Oh.
So
Did you know that you can right-click to open
Yeah.
a new tab?
Uh-huh. Well, that's not. I don't right click to open a new tab.
On middle click.
It's middle click.
Middle click's automatic.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to a menu.
Oh, I agree. But usually you would assume
I did
an
not know
article
that.
that is a series of links. They would set it so that the links would open new tabs.
I did not
rather
know that
than-
you could do that.
Yeah, middle click. It's really
The
cool.
whole-
Actually.
and then if you middle click on the actual tab header, it closes it.
Let's see. A lot of this was really bad this year.
Who asked James Comey to make fucking April Fool's jokes?
Nobody. You're
Just-
fucking. He was the head G-man suit.
Just
At the
stay out of
FBI.
the fucking spotlight. We're done with you. Get out. Go home.
McDonald's introduced a product that should be real. The shake sauce. Did you see that?
I'm looking at it right
It's
now.
dipping sauces in the flavors of the different shakes that they make, so you can dip your like fries into like milkshake, basically.
Oh, like a Frosty.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So, the Honda ad was really fun, but also dumb, I guess. They made a Honda Passport, which is this basically like showing what the interior of an 80s Honda looked like with like a tape deck and stuff. Yeah, it was, I guess, kind of a gag. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I like this one. New England Patriots quarterback isn't retiring. Did he just like he literally made an April Fool's joke joking about himself retiring? Like, that's like a legitimate question, Tom Brady. This isn't like a shock to anyone.
Yeah, he's. I'm retiring. In my spare time, I'll be tweeting, and then sometime later he says, "Was this a bad joke?"
Yeah. Lots of other stuff are really bad. I guess Farm Rich made gender reveal mozzarella sticks,
I don't
where
know
they
what
have
that
the
is.
cheese on the inside of the mozzarella sticks is colored.
Yeah, but what is farm? Right.
It's just a company that makes frozen foods.
Okay.
I
Tinder
this-
added a height verification badge.
I love that because I mean I don't have to worry and deal about that
No,
because I'm not dating anymore, and I'm also really tall.
but
love-
that's like the one thing
Let's
that dudes on Reddit always can like
see. There
feel
is one.
victimhood about. It's like, oh,
Yeah.
people are so height prejudiced on Tinder. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, it's like almost like guys are really like prejudiced against a lot of women's physical attributes.
Yeah. It's like,
And somehow
you'll be
you're
fine.
getting it. Let's see here. The SodaStream one was really gross, but in a fun way, I think. The SodaStream Me. Did you see that?
SodaStream isn't launching a product to catch burps and
Yeah.
to catch burps and turn it into seltzer.
Yeah, so like
Gross.
it's like a weird like device that you like it shows like people burping into and it makes seltzer. It was really dumb actually. If only for the video and the fact that they got like a astronaut to do it. I don't remember his name, Scott Kelly, the astronaut. Walt Disney made fake like Mickey Mouse ear hats that you could put ice cream in. It's like a real good idea, but it won't be real. Nothing I think will beat like the Think Geek stuff that they always do as a joke, and then they end up making every time.
I was actually
it's
looking
now to
at
the
that
point-
too.
And it's now to the point where they like make stuff that they know that they're going to make.
Yeah, it's basically a focus group now.
Yeah, like what dumb things can be? I'm gonna go literally on the think. Okay, I will say that this Think Geek item is very good. It is a Kirby branded Roomba,
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
which is a fun
like that.
idea. Let's see here. They have a Banksy toaster that makes burned bread that
And it
has an
costs
image on it, and that's $1 million.
Yeah.
Flame Jam flaming hoop from NBA Jam. So I don't think any of those first three will be real, or at least as real as they look in the pictures.
No.
The Mighty Thor Mjolnir mailbox definitely probably will be real because that's not too difficult. The beanbag onesie will definitely be real. It's just a beanbag with a giant, or a onesie with a giant beanbag on your ass, so that you can like sit down on a beanbag wherever you are. Motion controlled mimic package, that's probably real.
Oh. I feel like I've seen the Nerf nuke before.
Captain Marvel Universal Pager, I have no clue what that is. Probably not real.
Power Wheels Mad Max cars.
That is pretty cool, but those aren't real.
No.
Um,
They'd have to get a
the
license.
Nerf nuke sounds ridiculous. It definitely is not real, but that's
But
really
it
funny.
could be.
It's literally like a giant ball that you throw or launch that has like 80 darts in it, and they just shoot out in every direction.
Yeah.
So in your Nerf war, you can get everybody in the
You would
room.
need to like have a pump on it to pump it up and then have that pressure all release when it hits something. But it's totally doable. And then a plumbus thing, I guess. What is
Yeah. Do you know what I like about is that when I clicked to buy, they have a gotcha, no need to bay, all salty, and it's that guy from that restaurant that is like that like dictator's favorite restaurant, so he's probably like a bad person. You know, that the guy who salted that meat in that video.
Mm-hmm.
And Happy April Fools. I'm sure he definitely allowed them to use his image in this promotion, but
Yeah, probably.
so it looks like out of all of the ones that could be real, because they're saying want these year's products to be real, let us know, and then it wants you to like select which ones you want. So it gives you a pretty good idea of which ones they actually could make. And it was the Banksy toaster, the beanbag onesie, a flame jam hoop, which seems very difficult to make a hoop that could be on fire. The Kirby Roomba, the Captain Marvel Universal Pager, a Mimic package, which is just like a FedEx box that has like a mouth inside it. If you move near it, it'll like growl at you. And the mailbox, as thought.
Yeah.
So the nuke isn't
And the
real.
plumbus is you can buy it right now. So I don't
Yeah.
even know why it's up there.
Well, they just are like, hey.
So we need the symmetry.
Well, it's because they want you to like think it's fake, and then you hit buy, and then it's got an order page up. Remember that joke from that show? Here it is.
My intellect isn't high enough for that.
Oh, you don't understand.
Oh,
Well, Matt, would you buy the Fallout 1-to-1 Power Fist replica?
Is that a real thing?
Let me hit buy now. Yeah, it's $100.
Probably not for $100.
There's a lot of Fallout stuff here. There's a fusion core reactor replica, a super sledgehammer. I got a lot of Fallout stuff here, Matt. 1-to-1 full size super sledgehammer.
Jesus Christ.
It fucking looks awesome though. It's only 80. So this is like, hey, I'm cosplaying. Let me
Low
just
effort
buy
cosplay.
stuff. Yeah, exactly. Anyway, what else was there? Build-A-Bear's new dating app, Build-A-Bay. Wow, so Bay is the word of the year. That's the dead word.
Yeah,
Because
like,
all the brands are using it now. Pop Chips is making like condoms of chips, I guess.
okay.
That's weird. I don't know. I saw the HyperX cup. They made like a cup noodles version of their headset with giant cup noodles as the ear cups.
And a fork for a microphone.
That's dumb. That's dumb. Yeah, there's like some really dumb shit. Like this is like not even like good anymore because it was kind of fun at first. Like maybe I think this started about like 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
People were just like making some like fun stuff.
But it's kind of like the same. I don't know. I feel like it's the same kind of thing with why Super Bowl commercials aren't entertaining anymore.
Yeah,
Like we just have so much stuff on YouTube that's
Yeah.
genuinely funny.
yeah, everyone's in on it now. Like Durex made a condom that is flavored after Mala Hot Pot, which is like basically super spicy like curry.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's funny. I mean, looking at this list on Washington Post, there's probably like over 100 brands that have made these things. It isn't good anymore. This is the dumbest shit. Please stop.
Yeah, just stop. Why is this day even a thing?
Yeah.
Fuck this day.
No, it's a thing because it's a fun thing to do in real life. Not like making some fake ass ad. Like, I don't know. It's just fucking dumb. It's dumb as shit. The world is a nightmare, and I hate this. Would you like some garlic gum?
No.
This gum company's making garlic gum. Wow, that's real. This is just so good. So. Oh, did you know that Redbox is delivering DVDs to your door by a drone? Okay, I actually like the Redbox drone one because it's not this Washington Post is wrong article. It says Redbox. Oh, okay. Redbox isn't delivering DVDs, is what I read, but actually it's accurate. It drops an entire Redbox kiosk in front of your home, like a huge thing. So that's pretty good. Anyway, you know, like they're kind of like I love that too that they're like, hey, you know how like Netflix will deliver DVDs to you? We don't do that. So that's a joke on us. Anyway, what's your favorite, guys, of the New Year's, of the new crop of April Fools?
I hate brand April Fools. I really do.
So you see Burger King is doing the Impossible Whopper with the vegetable replacement Impossible Burger instead of a meat patty.
Yeah, but that's not a horrible thing. They should probably have one of those.
And they are. And that was the joke.
Yeah.
Is that it actually is rolling out to St. Louis locations, which is
Because
so
even, like,
located.
White Castle has those
Yeah.
meatless burgers now too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't think the price point on the Impossible Burger was low enough for it to be like feasible now, but I guess it is.
It is. It definitely is. Trust me, I know I don't want to talk about it on the podcast, but I know a lot about the inner goings of that product. Having worked for a company that makes food ingredients.
So tell us about your food ingredients, John.
Yeah. No. They're good. A lot of really great companies like Impossible Foods.
Oh yeah,
Love
I
to
found
use
my
them.
best one.
Yes.
Dollar Shave Club is actually selling bath jerky.
What is bath jerky?
It's jerky you have in your bath.
Oh yeah, I got that email.
Isn't that just jerky?
But it says bath jerky.
Oh.
Because they do bathroom products.
Hey guys, did you see the Hasbro made the Mr. Potato Head, but it's an avocado and he's a hipster now?
Ah, millennials low.
Welcome to 2011 jokes.
Except for something I heard, and this is not even an April Fool's thing,
Okay.
is if the president does this thing where he decides to completely close off the Mexico border, we could be out of avocados in like 3 months.
Yeah, that is true.
Avocado.
All of our avocados are imports, and you can't keep a stockpile.
But no, just to bring us down before I lift us up. This is actually April 1st is my grandpa's birthday, and this is his first birthday he isn't alive for. So
Okay.
that's tough. It's tough for my daughter. So it's really hard for her.
Yeah.
And it's tough for my grandpa because he doesn't have a brain to think anymore.
It ain't tough for him anymore.
No, he's sitting
it's
on
just tough
easy
for him to
streets.
chew.
Hey, did you see that the Bears are giving all of their players 3-digit jerseys for 2019?
Last year, were you like real funny, Grandpa?
Now he's gone.
Sorry.
Great joke, Grandpa. Really made everybody happy. Anyway, God, this is a nightmare. Okay.
We're living in a post-parody reality.
Yeah.
None of this stuff seems outside of the realm of possibility.
So let's take us out of this and go back into kind of where we were ending up with this April Fool's stuff. And let's talk about food for a second.
Yeah.
What?
So
Let's hack the menu.
I'm not gonna hack the menu.
Well, it's a podcast. It's a podcast, so I got to look on the MeUndies website and see what dumbass fucking thing they came up with for April Fools.
So I've been watching an animes.
Is it the food cooking one?
Yes, it is.
I've heard that's very good.
Food
Wars.
Shokugeki ga Soma, I think.
Yep. Yep,
Yeah,
that's correct.
that's
the correct pronunciation.
I think and I only started watching it after we did our last podcast 4 days ago.
Oh, wow. So you've binged.
16 episodes in. I'm quite enjoying it. For people who want to watch this, dubs of the first season are on High Dive, which means you can watch them on Verve.
Okay, which I don't have.
You can get the first 3 seasons on Crunchyroll. And even if you don't have them, I have a feeling you can get all 3 of those seasons with ads on Crunchyroll and or Verve.
TJ, do you have a Verve subscription still?
I got rid of it, and then they're like, "Hey, we miss you. Here's a $10 credit." So I'm on a free month right now.
I got it. So you're just on a free month. I was like, hey, if you had that old subscription, maybe you could
It counts.
join some families together. And maybe I could join some families together with you.
No, I completely get you.
I'm just letting you know. I've got every streaming service.
Yeah, but only one person can log into Hulu at a time, so it's fine.
No, not the one I have.
Oh, you got.
I have the more expensive one. What is it?
Okay.
Hulu.com. What is the different Hulu plans? Sorry, you continue telling your story while I look this up.
Hulu Go.
So what is the Food Wars what is the the synopsis?
The concept of Food Wars is you meet Soma. I'm not gonna do his last name because I don't feel like looking it up and I don't remember it. So Soma is he's been working at his dad's traditional Japanese diner all his life. He's learned cooking from his dad. The opening of the show starts off where they are frantically cooking and they're both cooking their own dish, and the customers of the restaurant are judging who did it better. And it turns out the dad wins, and the dad has won 489 times over his son, but the son keeps battling and whatnot. But it's really a mix of just like the joy and creativity of cooking, mixed with just what you'd expect from a shonen anime, which means stuff for boys, which includes like crazy weird action, lots of challenge, teenagers, and almost way too much fan service. We're talking jiggle physics. You're talking
Nice.
like
You're talking about like Jello and stuff, right? Like food.
yes.
Nice.
No, we're talking lots of skin in little fantasies that haven't been covered up by food-related imagery.
Hmm.
But after the first episode,
Sounds like an anime.
after the first episode, the dad's like, I'm gonna leave the country for a while. I don't want you to watch over the restaurant. We're just gonna close it for a while, and I'm sending you to cooking school. And this cooking school is nothing like what he thought. It's very intense. It's very challenging. Less than 10% of the people that enroll typically graduate, and everything at the school is decided through cooking, including the titular food wars. Like if anyone has a disagreement, you challenge the other via a food war.
Hmm.
It's pretty good. I really enjoy it.
Do you enslave small animals and force them to fight each other? Because that's the only kind of anime I want to watch.
That's Digimon.
Where were you watching that? It's on Netflix.
So I was watching it on Verve.
Verve.
Which is the Crunchyroll with a million other things on there.
Mm.
Yeah, including like old Nickelodeon shows.
Yes, correct. Old
That's
Nickelodeon
pretty cool.
shows. Old. They do have a boomerang section on there, so it's got the old Hanna-Barbera stuff.
Not all of it, but there was actually some pretty decent stuff in
Almost
there.
every Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah, like a lot of them, like the old ones too, and not just like the new Scooby-Doo goes to WrestleMania, which is like a thing.
Yeah.
So, don't worry about it.
But anywho, so you can watch it on Crunchyroll, subbed. They have the first 3 seasons there. You can watch it on Verve because it's on High Dive, so you can watch it there, dubbed or subbed for the first season. I wonder. Yeah, supposedly there are 61 episodes and 5 like direct videos. They call them OVAs, just like movie interludes.
Mm-hmm.
To describe it to Matt, that's like Pokemon had the series, the TV series, but then they also had movies,
Yeah.
which kind of took place in the story, but also kind of were outside the story.
Ancillary.
Yes.
Like Detective Pikachu.
Extra.
were
Doesn't like
peripheral.
Ash die all the time?
Yeah. I killed him 5 times.
What?
Oh, you mean the movies? Yes.
Yeah.
He died at least once.
Yeah, he dies in the
The
first,
first
one.
one. Yeah.
Isn't
That
he a
fucking
child?
gets real. Yeah, fucking Pikachu's tears brings him back to life.
Yep.
But what comes back isn't always the same.
Sometimes dead is better. Ash. Yeah, and so a lot of people suspect that Ash is like a ghost for the rest of the series. That's my fan theory. I'd like you to subscribe to my subreddit.
Well,
I
one
will.
of the old fan theories is the fact that he died in the first episode when all those Spearow came and attacked him.
Yeah. Well, you know what? If you put in your Pokemon Red or Blue cartridge into your Game Boy backwards and play it, it will say Ash is dead.
Yes.
Ash
And it
Ketchum
totally
is
syncs
dead.
up with Dark Side of the Moon.
It does. It really does. Like it syncs up with Dark Side of the Moon, which syncs up with
The Wizard of
that-
Oz.
The Wizard of Oz.
And
which
Paul
syncs
Blart
up-
Mall Cop 2.
Exactly, Paul Blart Mall Cop 2. They actually, if you listen to the DVD extras, you have to actually find it an Easter egg. They actually have the audio from the Pokemon theme song and from the album, the Pink Floyd album, and
Yeah.
it all syncs up.
And there's that secret Easter egg in the Pokemon game where it replaces all of the Pikachu sounds with Paul Blart Mall Cop speech lines.
Yes.
Quotes.
And that's at the same time that you get followed around by a statue that kind of looks like you, and it keeps saying Ben is dead.
Yeah.
So it takes over your cart.
It's real. Definitely not a creepypasta or a fake thing. I would like to post to the Discord what I am is a magnum opus. I'll put that in the old general tab probably.
Okay.
I'm gonna call this one the AMV Ash's Death. Legends Never Die. God, I miss anime music videos, man.
Oh,
when I was
yeah.
in college, that was the shit. Like, give me some
Offspring.
fucking Naruto clips with some Evanescence over it. Like, I'm all in.
I was Offspring over Final Fantasy full motion video clips.
Which Offspring song?
All I Want was a good one on that. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of them.
I always just listened to The Kids Aren't Alright and cried and cried and cried.
I get that. I still listen to that song.
When I was in high school, I thought that was like the deepest song in the world. I was like, no, they had so much potential. And then life.
That's just life.
I need to like, okay,
Everywhere.
I think animemusicvideos.org is still around. And I think you can go back to like when I was in college years and find like the best of the years in the past. I kind of want to watch those because I watched the shit out of those when I was in college for some reason.
I should put some of the ones I have in a Dropbox or something and post
I know.
them on Discord.
We could have a viewing party sometime.
I'm
Reddit.
Stream it.
I'm so disappointed because I've like lost like computers over the years, like, or just hard drives and whatnot. I've died and I've lost like so many awesome AMVs, including the one that Adam made, which I wish I had. He had a Naruto one.
I've got a Dragon Ball Z one to Particle Man from They Might Be Giants.
That's a great one. I think I had that one.
I've got Weird Al's I Think I'm a Clone Now
Man.
over Neon Genesis Evangelion.
I just looked at animemusicvideos.org, and this website is straight out of 1999.
I want
got
to tell
a
you one
bunch
thing
still.
about animemusicvideo.org is if you search for anime music video Naruto, just that, there are 18,675 hits.
Not enough.
That is a lot of music videos. Let's see if there's any. I mean, like, man. I just searched the anime Golden Boy because I had a really fun music video from that one. And which is an anime that nobody has seen because I think it's 13 episodes. And there's 4,000. Like, holy shit, man. Is there any way to look at, like...
I still have a bunch of these.
I know, right? Like, it's fucking awesome. I think it's cool.
Linkin Park's Faint over a bunch of Final Fantasies.
I think part of the reason why AMVs were so popular and, like, to me was because, like, AMVs, like, anime was so hard to come by because it was like fucking good. You had to basically steal it all, you know, on the internet, and, you know, it wasn't around. So you're like, any bit of anime content I can get. And like, this was before YouTube. If you can imagine a world where YouTube didn't exist, because I remember specifically going on the anime music video website and like downloading the real player files of anime music videos and watching them and saving them on my computer. Like,
I've got a 19 meg one. I wonder if this will just let me post it on Discord without doing anything in between. Wait. Maximum file size is 8 megabytes. Unless you're upgraded Discord Nitro.
So close.
So close.
anyway, I want to like, yeah. Anime USA 2005 contest. Like winner, like that's what I need to find. Like the contests from like 2004 to 2008.
Just boot up LimeWire.
Yeah, man. AMVs, baby. Anyway, but like the interesting thing about them is that, like, there's some extremely good editing going on there. Like that's like a legitimately difficult skill. So.
Oh yeah.
Anyway. Oh, good. There's a Geek and Sundry article. The 3 greatest anime music videos ever. And
there's a YouTube video called The Dying Art of Anime Music Videos.
I would like to mention that this Geek and Sundry art, like, not that I like want to go on about how much I hate Geek and Sundry, but I will. No, no, because they post one of their top three is the Daft Punk anime Interstellar 5555. That's not an AMV. That's a movie that they made. Like, they made a movie of their album as an anime. Like, that doesn't count. Anyway.
All right, so
we gotta get off AMVs. What?
I need to interrupt.
Food. Did you cook anything from that food anime?
No, I've just been making eggs for myself a lot lately. But
getting into the old eggs.
Get yourself a pocket egg.
I'm going to make myself feel better and pretend we have 60 people that listen to the show consistently.
Oh,
so,
sure. Of course we do.
Of the 2 or 3 of you that have Xbox Ones or even Xbox 360s, right now, the original Star Wars Battlefront 2 is free with gold. Until
is it an Xbox?
April.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, no thanks.
It's double backwards compatible. So you can play it on Xbox 360, Xbox One, and it's in 4K on the Xbox One X. But it's the old Battlefront 2. The old Battlefront 2.
Yeah.
I want it. So.
Was that ever on PC?
Yeah, it was. You can get it on Steam.
Oh, I want it. I kind of want it.
Yeah, I think wait, which one? The original one?
The original Battlefront 2 from original Xbox. It's double backwards compatible. You can play it on Xbox 360 and Xbox One. And even if you get just, like, let's say, a month of live, you get this for free. And you have it forever.
I'm just going to need you to buy me an Xbox first.
Okay. And the only problem with it is because Xbox Live for old Xbox games doesn't exist, you can't play this online. But it does still have the it's 4-player split screen, and it does include the what's the name of the big mode? Galactic Conquest? That's the big mode everyone loved.
Could you do it LAN style?
Yes, up to 16, I think.
Like, if you made a virtual network with some other people, you could probably do that over the internet. I don't know how bad the lag would be on that, though.
If you do it on PC, I think you can still connect.
Are you like Hamachi? Remember when we tried to do that?
Yeah.
I don't think it works as well as it should.
No.
Yeah. I don't think it does. Wish it did.
When are we going to complete the rest of our Diablo run?
Oh, that's right.
We should do that. Guys, I turns out I do have a login for amv.org.
Of course you do.
Well, I tried to sign up for an account because I want to look at like the previous year's winners, but my email address has already been done. God, I'm excited to get this old fucking history in here.
Right.
But anyway, so Food Wars. Have you read any of the
manga? I've not.
No, I mean like any of like. So I've read a lot of like not read a lot of blogs, but I've seen blogs where people. Wow. Oh my god, dude.
Do people try to make the stuff?
People try and make the stuff and like
using their techniques.
And so a lot of times it works. But I'm sorry, I just want to point out this username. You know, it's got my username profile. Member since Tuesday, September 12th, 2006, 12:58 a.m. So I was up late. Last login was October 17th, 2006. Holy shit.
You did it for.
How do they have my account saved over 13 years ago?
Everything is permanent on the internet.
I know.
Yes, it is. All right, should we turn this back into the WWE podcast?
Wait, why?
Well, WrestleMania is coming up.
Yeah.
And not only is the headlining match being an all-female, I think, 3-way match.
Yep.
Going on.
Mm-hmm.
But B.
You know I love those all-female 3-ways.
Yeah. But B. John Oliver just did a Last Week Tonight episode about the WWE.
Yes, I saw that. He just so you know, he is an extremely big fan
Yes.
Really?
Yes,
Mhm.
of wrestling.
I find that surprising.
Why do you find that surprising?
I don't know, just because he's so weedly and British.
Yeah, but dude, man, pro
World Wrestling
wrestling.
Entertainment is interesting as fuck.
But I mean, like, pro wrestling in Britain is real.
They all have
Holy
like
shit.
bowler caps and twirly mustaches.
yeah,
Yeah.
but the big pull of it was just uh, is the treatment of the wrestlers not as employees, mostly so they don't have to give them time off, uh, health insurance, pensions, any of that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
And a lot of wrestlers have been dying well before
Yeah.
they should die.
It's the magical confluence of steroid abuse and CTE, and it just fucks their brains up real bad. And like a lot of them have heart attacks and stuff too.
Mhm.
A lot of them have to actually continue to perform through injuries that you really shouldn't perform through. One of the ones that they brought up was I think it was CM Punk, who shit his pants during SmackDown.
Yeah,
And
he
then
joked
tweeted
about
about
that.
it?
Yeah, so he was given like a lot of
Like painkillers.
a lot of no, not painkillers. It was
He had a concussion.
antibiotics. He got
Oh.
Z-packs.
Z-packs up the wazoo, yeah.
And that basically, oof.
Yeah,
When you
that'll
get
fuck you up.
antibiotics, they can screw up your digestive system pretty good. So, it, yeah. Darn it, I'm trying to download AMVs right now from the website. But anyway, it's actually pretty cool because like I now can go through each year and find like all of the like AMVs from 2005, which was like probably the first year I was way into it. Like, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
No, I get you.
So you can move backwards in time, and then none of us will ever die.
Yeah. One of my favorite AMVs was AMV Hell. And that was like this guy. It was just a mashup of like 20 songs with like 20 different animes, basically. Like, so. Anyway,
What was the website again?
it's just animemusicvideos.org.
Okay, so I did see it in my
They
Google
don't
search.
seem to have links to download anymore. Oh wait, no, add to queue. Yeah. I don't know how this download queue works. Anyway, I'm sure I can fuck around with them. I do it on the podcast, but you can definitely find old anime music videos from like the years you were probably watching anime and figure out like.
I want to see some new ones now.
Oh yeah, I'm sure there's probably some great ones for a lot of the newer ones, but there's lots of cool ones from like 2005, 2006 when I was like way into the weeaboo community. Plus they also have like on their website they have here. I'm just gonna post this on the Discord because it's a forum post, and this way I'll put it in the anime section. Hey, can you guys talk about what your favorite Discord is?
My favorite Discord is YOLO420.com/born in the 80s. That's YOLO, the number 420, and then everything else is lowercase.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if while you're here, if anyone wants to bug me enough, I could use my spreadsheet magic skills, and we could share like gamer tags and whatnot, and we can all play video games together.
Yeah, we should have a spreadsheet for that. We
I
can
have a
make
blank.
that happen.
I already have one made.
Let's make
Just
that
off-
happen.
Okay,
Let's make that happen.
we gotcha.
It's weird energy. Weird energy here right now.
My face is weird energy.
So I played a video game.
You don't play games.
I do sometimes. Usually I just play Apex Legends right now, and do other stuff. But I think I got this free from the Epic launcher. Oxenfree.
Yes.
It's like kind of a choose your own adventure kind of dialogue tree style game. There's not really much gameplay other than that. And you're with your group of friends on this like island, just kind of hanging out, you're supposed to party and stuff, but there's only like 5 of you that show up, and then weird shit starts happening with ghosts and stuff. And that's Oxenfree. Any questions?
I mean, I got it as well, and I was interested. Oh yeah, you can download these AMVs from their website directly. Hell yeah, nostalgia time in the future. Anyway, I'm very excited. But I'm just excited that this piece of the internet still exists.
Hey
But it
TJ,
has
how do
not
I
gone.
time out somebody?
Oh, what happened?
How's the Twitch going?
Oh, it's
I got
good.
it. You want to time out or just ban him?
I don't care.
Oh, well, would be really easy to do, and that would just be to report them.
That's fine. I got a 10-minute timeout at him.
Yeah, we're not hard asses or nothing.
No, not really.
Yeah, so John, did you play Oxenfree yet, or you just downloaded it?
I have not. I just downloaded it. I think I may have even gotten it on my Switch when it was like $5.
Oh,
It's
nice.
interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would pay for it, just because it's not the kind of there's not
There's
really
no
any
explosions?
gameplay. There's not even puzzles or anything really. It's just walk around and choose dialogue options. But the story is interesting enough that I'm glad I'm playing it, and I'm gonna see it through to the end.
Yeah, I heard it was a really good story, which is why I bought it on Switch, because I think it was $5.
Yeah, and just kind of like the visual effects of it and stuff are really cool and compelling too. There's a lot of like trippy. You get stuck in like a VHS tape loop at one point, so there's cool rewindy, warpy effects and stuff.
Sounds cool. Wow, we've done so much this week, guys.
Yeah, we have.
It's been
Oh,
4
don't-
days.
Oh, don't worry, I reported the person, so it's too late.
Cool. Appreciate it.
Hey, man, I don't tolerate using that word, so it's over.
Even if you tried to sneak around it,
Oh, yeah, of course.
it means you're still trying to say it.
Yeah.
Well, he's trying to get us to say it, is what he was trying to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're no PewDiePie.
Yeah.
Ain't no room for that shit here.
Yeah. Yep.
So
What they wanted us to do is,
yeah.
I want you to say the words that I'm going to type into our chat right now.
That's not gonna happen.
Okay, say that really fast.
I'll say it.
Okay.
Because I see what it is. Oh, what a goose I am.
I don't. Oh, what a goose I am!
Yeah.
Goose I am, yeah.
That was a Boy Scout one.
I did not when I was in it.
That was a friendly one. Of course there's a lot of other ones.
What was the I want to call it a board game, but it was done with cards.
The Sofa King.
Oh,
Yeah.
the Mad Gab.
That's like a classic
Mad
one.
Gab, yeah.
If you use the word sofa, king, you get a certain
Yes.
thing. Anyway, yeah. So that's a little fun. That's a little fun word game.
This is
I think
fun
it's a
word
little bit,
stuff.
I think it's a little bit less colorful than the one that was suggested by our listener on Twitch. But
Yeah.
it was an April Fool's joke, though. It was just a social experiment, guys.
It's just a prank, bro.
It's just
So,
a prank,
John, you
bro.
bought a zoo.
I did buy a zoo, and if you mean by a zoo, it was a vehicle.
Yes, a zoo car.
So not really a zoo.
A car zoo.
It
Because
actually,
it-
when you think
Hang
about
on. Hang on.
cars, okay, go.
Did you get a minivan?
I didn't. But if you want, I'm just gonna posit this. A car is basically a zoo exhibit where you're the animal inside, because everyone else outside can see you inside it. It's your mind fucking blown.
I'm 13 and this is deep. Oh, that is a subreddit. I'm 13 and this is
It's a
deep.
great subreddit. I don't know, TJ, if you want to look up some I'm 13 and this is deep while I explain this story, we can get a little
Yeah.
follow up on that.
'Cause
So,
Everybody's been
mentioned-
waiting for a full week since the last episode came out.
yeah, I still haven't even put it out yet. So, well, we recorded like what, Thursday night?
Yeah.
And I was busy all weekend doing what I'm about to explain.
Yes.
So, no, we went car shopping on Saturday. And I'll give them a shout out on the podcast, the place we bought the car from, Wild Easttown Honda.
And if you go to wildeasttownhonda.com/born in the 80s,
Yes,
you'll get 10% off.
Yeah,
your
you'll get
next
$200
purchase.
off your car. It's really interesting, actually. So you order the car and they deliver it to your door in this box. And you think
It's such
way
a
too
small box, though.
The
Like
car could
can't
not
even
fit into
believe.
that box. It
and
just
then
can't.
you open the box, and
Yeah.
the car isn't actually. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like crushed into a cube, like
Yeah,
from a
it
junkyard.
expands though. You leave it you put it in your garage and it expands.
You
gotta
do
let
have
it
to
off
water
gas. You gotta let it off gas
Yeah.
for a while. So you want to open the doors, But after it's done, you got 100-night guarantee with it, and
Yeah,
if you
100
don't like it,
100 nights or 100 miles, whichever comes
Mhm.
first.
yeah, and if you don't like it, they'll come and then you can return it, free returns. And just so you know that if you do return a mattress to any of those mattress companies, they throw it in a dumpster. So
Yeah, of course. You can't
Because they're not-
resell that stuff.
correct. So it's really kind of a cool idea that you could get your money back if you don't like it, but also that means that you're literally contributing heavily to waste.
Well, I know mattresses can be recycled too, though.
Yeah.
So they might just strip it down
they
to base
may
components.
have a recycling program. I know that there are some more eco-conscious mattress companies like Avocado Green Mattress, and I think they
Where
have the
mattresses
guarantee.
are, of course, made out of avocados.
Correct. No, it's almost like they thought avocados were a trendy thing now, and their mattress was green colored, so they should call it that. So
Yeah.
anyway,
I only
but
shop
anyway.
at Avocado Salt Bay mattresses.
all avocado salt. Oh man, did you see when Avocado Salt Bay mattresses totally gave a sweet clap back to ghostbed.com's Twitter post? Oh my god, it was I was
They
raffling.
totally subtweeted that. Is that?
I
is
feel
that a
like
thing?
I feel like lol and raffle are gone now, and a new internet parlance has existed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I still say lol in text
I
form
mean, that's
from time to time.
Well,
Yeah.
for the lulls is
yeah,
definitely
Yep.
the convenient phrase.
that right there for the lols.
Yeah.
So,
John just flashed a white power symbol for everybody that's listening.
I'm 13 and this is deep. Really,
I
is
didn't
not
I
much
didn't even
of a
get to my
community.
story.
You'll get to it
Sorry, keep
eventually.
going.
It's
Go
okay.
ahead.
I'm glad TJ's ready though. No, so we bought a car because we needed a car, and I went to Wild Easttown Honda on the east side of the city that I live in, which I'm sure is obvious.
It's Honda
but
City.
I don't need to self dox myself.
Yeah,
I
John
need to
lives in
make
New
it-
Orleans.
New Orleans, Nolans is what we call it down here. So we went past the Gator Swamp, on the fan boat over to the Easttown Honda, and we looked at a bunch of cars. Looked at a Honda Fit, drove that around. It did not fit me. I'm 6'5". It was okay. It was and here's the thing.
Here's
If
the
you
thing.
smoke in your car, it's never going away. Whoever owned that Honda Fit definitely smoked in their car because it smelled horrible. It was that smell when you can tell someone smoked and then they sprayed a ton of fucking Febreze.
Did you have the air system on at all?
Yeah,
Because
It's-
that's where it gets trapped. It gets trapped in the vents and
Yeah.
stuff.
it smelled like my grandmother's house. I remember finding that out and getting wise to that in high school because I'd come in and it would smell weird, very Febreze.
Yeah. Like
And then
weed.
I don't remember. I was helping her clean and dusting and stuff, and I found a pack of cigarettes in her fucking desk drawer. I mean, her husband had died, so I think she was just kind of at the fuck it, I'm gonna have a goddamn fucking Newport
Yeah.
every once in a while. I deserve it. I'm fucking 78.
Why is it always freaking Newports?
I don't know. I don't think it was a Newport.
It
Actually,
was
I
a
think they were
Virginia Slim.
honestly, they were Pall Malls.
She's
which
come a
is-
long way, baby.
I'm aghast that my grandmother was smoking Pall Malls, but she was probably watching her budget. When you're retired, you got a fixed budget. You can only afford the Pall Malls.
I guess
that the
those are
worst
cheap
cigarette?
cigarette.
What's the worst? What's the cheapest worst cigarette brand?
I just hate everything that's cigarillo.
Yeah, like the cheap cigarillos that you buy in singles at the gas station.
Pall Mall's #1 on this cigarette smokers website.
For the cheapest?
Yep. No, for the worst tasting ones.
I would have guessed Marbs because those are pretty nasty.
No, but
I guess
like
the people that are like the fans of it really stick to it.
Yeah, #1 is Pall Mall's. Some of them are gross. All of them are gross as smoking is bad for you, says this one person. Here's a good one. Found a pack of Pall Malls in a bush outside of a shopping center when I was 15. I was overjoyed until I tried one. Absolutely the foulest, most disgusting thing I ever tried to smoke. Like I had smoked resin, and I had smoked resin out of a hose pipe. Needless to say, they were thrown back into the bush.
For the next
I've never
victim.
had a Pall Mall or a Newport, but I knew people that smoked Noops, and ugh. At least you could smoke Parliaments. Be a fucking classy, cheap smoker and smoke P-Funks, as they were called. Camel's #6. That's like a big brand. Marlboros don't make the top 10.
Huh.
Sorry, Matt.
Oh, I think they're gross. Only because I
they're all
got them
gross.
for your bachelor party that one time, and they made me want to throw up.
Oh, Marlboro Reds?
Yeah.
Yeah, because those are like really strong.
I didn't know. I was just like, I'm going to a bachelor party. I'm going to get some smokes and some booze. And I was like, I recognize that one from billboards.
Oh boy, the ads were the Marlboro Man got into your head, man. He was living
Yeah.
rent free in your head. I would say that I like Lucky Strikes here. I had a Lucky Strike once because a friend of mine was like, "Let's buy Lucky Strikes," and that friend may have been someone who's on the podcast. And we smoked it, and it was like, this is the worst thing I've ever done to my body. You know, because if you don't know what Lucky Strikes are, you know, like how cigarettes
Are those
have the
unfiltered?
little filter on the end. Lucky Strikes do not have a little filter on the end.
Oh, man. That sounds terrible.
It was terrible. It was really bad. And I had a friend that was really cheap, who's also been on the podcast. He used to roll his own cigarettes. Those weren't bad though, because you actually buy those little filters, and you roll them in, so you can have a hand rolled filtered cigarette.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. But anyway, Pall Mall seems to be the king of the worst cheap brands, just so you guys know.
My mom used to get the tubes and the loose tobacco because it was even cheaper, and then she had the machine that pushed it in.
Nice.
That's awesome. That's kind of impressive. When you have to invest in machinery, that's a whole
You know
new
your
level.
habit's good. Well, I remember when we went, when we were in high school, and we had graduated into being old enough to buy tobacco products. Adam and I went up to Madison, you know, for Anime Club, where we may have seen some anime music videos. But we went to a smoke shop and bought pipes, like
fancy boy pipes.
Yeah, like old fashioned, like old man pipes, like the classic British like pipe, and pipe tobacco, and like you have to use like wooden matches to light those
Yeah.
because you know you got to get like in there. And we were like, let's smoke some pipes, and that was bad. And this was someone who had never really smoked before, so that was like,
But you just wanted to be a fancy boy.
yeah, I wanted to be a fancy boy, but it didn't work out, and it was terrible. And the thing they don't teach you about smoking a pipe is that it goes out if you don't keep puffing.
Yeah.
You have to like constantly relight it. So
Are pipes like cigars where you're just supposed to like roll it around in your mouth, or do you actually inhale them?
I don't know. I think that you probably it must be the same because there's no filter, so it's pretty harsh. And a lot of like pipe tobacco is like flavored, you know, like fancy, like cigars basically.
Yeah.
You know, like you're supposed to taste it. So I have a feeling that's the way you're supposed to smoke a pipe. But I don't know because I was like 18 and I never used the pipe after that one evening where we bought them.
Yeah, when I
Let me
turned,
just
I
go
was
to
like the first.
Quora.com.
I was the
Find
first kid in my friend group to turn 18, so on my birthday we made a road trip out to Madison and hit probably the same smoke shop and just bought a bunch of like shitty, like not cigarellos, I guess like little cigars with like the plastic mouthpiece and shit.
Okay, I've got it. Artofmanliness.com has this for me. Pipe smoking primer. It is like a cigar.
Okay.
It is meant to be smoked and tasted for the flavor of the pipe tobacco, because the tobacco is of like a good flavor quality, basically. So
I love how we've gone on this tangent. You still haven't finished talking about your car.
So we bought a zoo. Hey guys, did you know that a zoo?
So you, instead of getting
like
a car,
a
you
car.
got a tobacco. You got a cigar. You bought a cigar.
We drive around in a pipe. No, it's basically, well, actually, if you think about it,
Car's
if you
humidor.
smoke in your car and have all the windows sealed and then open up one of the windows, it's like a pipe. No, so we went shopping at Wild East Town Honda and looked at a bunch of cars. The Honda Fit didn't fit, and it was a smoker's car, which is why we got on this tangent. And I talked about my grandmother smoking. That was like a real John like history moment where like innocence was lost. There was an adult like smoking when they said that they weren't, basically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like obviously she was covering it up.
When I was little, I always thought like cigarette smoke just smelled like the carnival. So I always liked it. I was like, oh, it smells like especially outside secondhand smoke. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm at the carnival.
Yeah, you were just like, this is like going to the fair.
This is
where I
fun.
can go on rides and have cotton candy. But also, yeah, because all the carnies fuck. Oh man, that's like got to be one of the few places where you can you smoke at like a county fair? Probably not. Even though it's
I think
outside.
I think it depends now because like if it's in a park,
Yeah.
then it would depend on the rules of the park, and I think a lot of public parks don't allow smoking anymore.
That's pretty crazy. I mean, like, it's good. Like, definitely. But because it helps deter smoking. But it's like kind of crazy that like just to think, because this was like even in my lifetime of going to bars. But like, you know, when I was 21, you could smoke in bars. And that's what bars were. You would come home smelling like cigarettes. Because
Were you
everyone was
making
fucking
paper clips?
No. John,
No,
are you clicking something?
Don't worry about it. Let's continue my story. So we went to Wild East Town Honda, and we rode in a Honda Fit that smelled like cigarettes.
Did it fit?
It did not fit.
Oh, okay.
It was a little small. It was a really nice one because it was the second to the highest level trim level, so it like had all the fucking fancy tech features. There were like cameras literally like everywhere on it. So like when you would do a lane change, it would show like a camera view of like the blind spot basically.
Okay.
It is some really cool shit. Like they really got some cool features. The car we bought has none of those features because I didn't want to spend more money. You know what I mean? Like for all this bells and whistles. But I want to keep it suspense here. So what we wanted was a sedan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because my wife's going to be, her main daily driver, and she doesn't want a giant truck. But we also wanted a sedan that I could drive, so we could take it on like a road trip and we could trade off. So it was kind of hard. So like, what do we do? So I'd heard the Honda Fit, can work for tall people because even though it's a little hatchback, I guess it's tall enough and like deep enough that, you can get, your legs in there. It fit okay. Like I think it fit, but it just wasn't enough. The second car we tried was a Camry, a Toyota Camry, which is you learn all of this fucking nonsense when you go fucking car shopping. And I'll never need to think about this again for like a decade, hopefully. But like, so the Corolla and the Camry are two different cars, but they sound very similar because they have both weird fucking fake names. The Camry is the small one. The Camry's the large one. The Corolla is the small one.
Yeah.
So we tried the Camry, and I fit okay. But still a little cramped with the legs. It's because the center console like comes up all the way from the ground now, so there's no room for my like knee to go basically. So we tried that, and it was okay. And then we tried a Honda Accord Sport that had leather seats and whatnot, which also smelled like a smoker's car, but not as bad as the Fit.
I think you just need to take up smoking. You won't even
know,
notice.
right? Seriously though, like having been someone who used to smoke in a car that I owned, I cannot imagine how you could have your car smell like smoke, because my cars did not smell like smoke, probably because I barely smoked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I would always have the window down, because even the winter, because I didn't want to smell like smoke in the car. Like, you have to like be basically chain smoking in your car for it to get that smell. Like, holy shit, people. But anyway, the Sport was okay. It had like 55,000 miles. They wanted I think like 17,000 for it. But it was the Sport trim, so it like had all this fucking leather seats and all this fucking Sport trim garbage. And I was like, we just want a cheaper car. Like, do you have like a base model? And so they had a base model Honda Accord that's blue, which just has like, it still has like the like, you know, infotainment screen and all that stuff, and you can Bluetooth your phone in, and it has a backup camera, but it doesn't have like a touch screen like the fancier ones have, you know, and all that jazz.
Mm-hmm.
And doesn't have like Apple CarPlay, which is what the touch screen ones have. So it's just the basic one, but I mean, you still Bluetooth your phone in, you know what I mean? You just won't get navigation on the screen. But whatever. So we got that set up. That was cool. We liked it. We were like, all right, well, we're going to shop around. And they were like, desperately, because do you know what it was? It was the last day of the car sales month.
Got to make those quotas.
Exactly. And they literally told us that, which was, I felt a dealer tactic that was not to put them into an advantageous position. But I assume
maybe they were just trying to play a sympathy card with you. They were like, I got to make my quota, and if not, my children will starve.
I think maybe a little bit, but I also think that they know the cat's out of the bag on that. A lot of dealerships have quotas. So at the end of the month, you usually can get the best deals because they're trying to close sales.
Mm.
And so the salesman we had actually was a guy who wasn't even on commission yet. So he was like new, basically. And he was like probably like 20. But, you know, he was nice enough. But yeah, we just like, I was like, I don't know, I think we need to check out some other places. You know, we're going to go out to get lunch. We're looking at a couple other places, and then, you know, we'll come back if we're still interested. And they're like, well, what can we do to make you not leave? Basically, you know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know. Like, well, they didn't do that first. Well, they didn't do that first. They just like, all right, well, we're going to go talk. And this is the fucking thing they do. And it's exactly the way everyone describes it. Like, they go off to the fucking, like, back office to like chat, and the fucking sales manager came out and he's like, all right, well, we're gonna give you this financing through the Honda finance, because we had already pre-approved financing through our bank. And they're like, we're gonna give you a better rate through the Honda like financing company, because you know, they get more money because they get the interest off that then. But it was like, you know, 1% better APR than ours, which is like such bullshit though, because when you're taking a loan out for a fucking $15,000 car, like a 1% difference between APRs over the 4-year term of the loan is basically like $300, you know? So it's like pretty small in terms of the overall like cost of the loan.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, whatever, we'll take it. But I was like, I don't know, we're still gonna need to look, because that's not enough for me. And then I just said, because the car, they wanted $16,399 for it. And I was like, you know, just make it $15,999, and I guess we won't have to look anywhere. I had already researched online like the price for like this model basically, and the price they had for the miles was like, I think 100 below the like average. So it was a little already an okay deal, and so I was like, whatever. So yeah, it was pretty painless. We only went to one place, but we got to see 3 different cars that had on our list to look at. So the only ones we didn't look at were any of the Kias, because they didn't have any Kias there. But yeah, it was pretty painless. I was really worried it was going to be a nightmare. And then, of course, my God, we were there for like 6 hours, though. Like, because it takes forever. We got there at like 10 and we left.
Yeah,
at like
how
2.
long did it take, like, even after you decided to make the sale? Like,
It
just
took
the
like
paperwork and shit?
It took like 2 hours to do the paperwork. And it's because, and they apologized a lot of times, and it's because it was the last day of the month. So they have a lot of deals, because like literally we see because all the dealers are in. or all of the salesmen are in, because they're basically just calling people, you know what I mean, that had been interested in cars throughout the month. I'm like, hey, can we make a deal today? I can get you a great deal today. You know, like they're just trying to close sales because, you know, they got the quota to fill. So it's fine. You know, I was happy. It was a happy accident. We needed a car right at the end of the month. So, you know, they worked pretty hard, but they were very, very busy there, with lots of people buying cars. But okay, so here's the thing I didn't know about that they got us with, basically. So, you know, then when they sold it to us, you know, they're like, hey, we got this, we can spray the underside of the car with like, you know, like the fucking glow coat or whatever, the fucking Fargo.
Gotta get that undercoat.
You gotta get that. I forget what
Mr.
it's called.
Lundegaard.
Fargo. Yeah. But anyway, so I was like, no thanks. Like, whatever. It's gonna be fine. And so after we've like put a down payment in, I've swiped my credit card and everything, which I was crazy that I could pay with my credit card, but all right, here's $2,000 down payment on my credit card. I was like, hey, if I can get cash back on that though, it's $20 right there.
That seems worth it.
I mean, it is. It's $20. I have the money in my checking account. You know, we budgeted for it, but I might as well get $20 back. And so they're like, all right, we just got to go through all the final details. So it was a certified pre-owned Honda, so it still had like, I think they have a 7-year warranty, and it was a 2016, so there was still, I think, 4 years left on the warranty, because they come out in like, or because it was bought in February 2016 originally, and they'd like take the warranty off the original date that it was purchased. So it still had some time left, and you know, they were going through all of that stuff, and then the fucking finance guy who had to sign like all the title paperwork's got like this other paper, and he's like, hey, we got some extended warranty stuff we can do here. And I was like, God damn it, I'm not out yet. Like, and there was like $2,000 to extend the warranty out to 7 years for all of it, because the 7-year warranty is just the powertrain. You know, 7 years, 100,000 miles. So this would include anything. Anything goes wrong with the car, you know, they'll cover. Zero for parts, 0 for labor.
Even if I hit it with a hammer?
Well, that would, yes,
Nice.
presumably. I don't know why you would want to do that, because you would just be wasting your time by
Make
going
this
in.
car disappear.
But you know, if it was something your insurance wouldn't cover, like just a defect or whatnot, like he specifically said, like if there's a chip in the windshield, you know, that would be covered. You know, if you have problems with like the radio system or the electrical system or the lights, like all that's covered with this, which normally would just have like I think a 3-year warranty, which is like expiring now basically. And like it was like $2,000. I was like, no, thanks. Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. And he was like, okay. And then he left. You know, and then he came back and he was like, hey, so we got a deal here. It was like, oh, okay. Like I didn't realize they were gonna fucking, like when I said no, you know what I mean? And he was like, okay. And he left. And then he came back and was like, all right, so we got this extended service plan that you've declined. You need to sign this saying you're declining these options. You know, it's like all this like fucking rigmarole basically, making you sign something saying no. Like, you know, it's just for the warranty thing. We have to, you know, say that we offered it to you, like all this bullshit.
Yeah, it's just to make
and
it
like,
easier to accept than to
I know,
say
right?
no.
And I was just like, and this is only because it's a certified pre-owned car, so they can pull this kind of stuff basically, because it's already like been inspected and whatnot, you know. And it's fine because the certified pre-owned system is really good, because I mean, you know, it's like you can trust that the car is good basically, you know. That because they give you all this extra warranty stuff basically, even if we didn't do the extended part, you know. And actually the car was pretty good. They gave us the Carfax and everything. It was just a single owner car. Somebody had leased it for the last 2 years and then turned it in at the end of February, so it'd been sitting on the lot basically all of March. They were trying to get rid of it. So the guy comes back and he's like, all right, so before you sign that, I want to run this by you. So we got dealer cash because it's the last of the month. We got all these incentives we can spend. So I'm going to take 1,000 off for the extra warranty, you know, and I'm going to throw in like these other ones free basically. And I was like, all right, what? It's just fucking insane, man. And to the point where, like, they were telling me, like, oh, this will only be $25 more a month on your monthly payment, like, if you do this. And then you don't have to worry about any maintenance issues until 2023. And, like, and then so we did it. Because it includes oil changes for 4 years. And I was like, I mean, you know, like $1,000, the oil changes and like preventative maintenance that would need to be done, you know, like air filters and shit. That's going to be like half of that anyway, $1,000. And then, and you know what the best part about it is? We got a chip in the windshield when we were driving home. It's covered. They sold us on it. I mean, a windshield chip is a pretty cheap fix. You know, they just have to pour the fucking glass sealer in there and then like reheat the glass to like fix the crack. But like still, it's like it's covered 100%. Is it zero deductible? Zero, you know, it's whatever. So I'm okay, whatever. I figured $25 a month to basically, it's like a lease then, you know, like when you have a car on a lease, like any defect or issue, you have to bring it in and have them fix it. Mm-hmm. You know, so it's covered as part of the lease as a service plan. So I was like, you know what? This makes the service plan last until basically we have the car paid off. So basically I don't have to worry about the car breaking down for 4 years. Or if it does break down, it's covered for 4 years, which is a Honda. Like, when's it going to fucking break down? You know, because they're selling us on like, you know, this car will last forever. You know, it's going to be so good. And they're like, but, you know, just in case something goes wrong, you want to spend some extra money. I'm like, what is this? It's the opposite of the sales pitch you're giving me. But anyway, I feel like I kind of got fleeced there, but you know, I got $1,000 off. I can't imagine just being, I mean, you could get fucking rinsed. You know what I mean? Like that's the biggest key I have is if you want it to be painless, but still get some money, you just got to refuse them a couple times and they'll come back with some offers. You know what I mean? And just cause it's built in that, you know what I mean? That they're going to want it. So I could have probably saved another $500. I probably would have pushed hard, but it had already been like, they like wear you down. It had been like 4 hours. We were like hungry. It's like, I just want to go home. I like this car. We like the test drive. Just let us buy it. Stop fucking around. So anyway, but I'm glad it's done. Like I totally, you know, huge props to them. They were like, even though I complain about all the annoyingness of it, like it was super painless. Like they had all the answers to all my questions about how the financing stuff worked. They did everything. Like they picked out, we had like the exact car we want for like a price that was very competitive for the area. Like it was very good, you know? So I don't know. It worked. I would recommend them if you're looking for a newer used car. Like, and then they have like really good reviews on Google. Although the guy pressed me to write a Google review. Because
he didn't offer an extra discount for that.
He was like, I'm going to give you the $400 off that you asked for, but I would just ask that, you know, if you want to go online and leave us a nice review for giving you such a good deal and working with you. I was like, of course. Why wouldn't I? Like, this is good service. I ask for something, you give it to me. I'm happy. Like, of course. And so that's what I wrote. I was like, you know, they were able to get us a good deal. You know, like, of course, why wouldn't I? That's being nice. And, you know, and it's good. Like, I don't know. I was just like dealing with used car dealers. I'm just worried about getting fleeced. But I guess if you go to like a big dealership in town, they like can't, like they might try and like fleece you with all those like warranty shit extras. But like they're not, like if they get bad reviews, it's bad. You know, so they don't want you to be mad. Because it's pretty competitive in Madison. There's a lot of car dealerships. Oh, yeah. You know what I mean? So if you become the car dealership, people... Because, like, there were specific, like, used car dealerships I was looking into, and I was like, oh, they only got, like, a 3.8. Like, I don't know about that. Like, I'm buying a fucking investment here. Like, you know, for the next, you know, hopefully 15 years, you know, this car will last. Because I've heard the Accords get up to, like, 200,000 without too many mechanical problems. So, but anyways, it's a great color. It's a really nice car. It's insane having a car that you can connect your phone to. Yeah. And like listen to podcasts right from the car.
I have to borrow my dad's car whenever mine's like on the fritz and he's got that Bluetooth. It's great. I set it up and then just whenever I get into the car with my phone, it automatically pops up.
Yeah. It's actually to the point where, like, if you go in and you're listening to something and you turn the car on, it will automatically just put it on while it's playing
Yeah.
in the car. It's just like built for that. So yeah, that's really cool. I'm looking forward to getting I kind of wish that I was getting a new car now because I want a nicer car to drive, but I don't think we can feasibly afford 2 car payments because, our car payments a month are going to be like $379. Because we did a short lease.
Mm-hmm.
They do insane, or not short lease, a short loan. They do insane term loans now, like 7-year loans. Like, what the fuck, man? I mean, like, at that point, you're like, you're underwater on the car for a long time.
Well, if you ever pay it off at all, like with those, you usually just end up factoring that into like the trade-in value.
That's true, and they talked about that actually, because when they were doing like all the calculations for everything. They're like, you don't have a trade-in, we don't have the like previous loan to pay off yet, so that doesn't like count into this. You know what I mean? Like, especially because if you're buying from a Honda dealership, like a established one, and you come back to trade it in, they'll give you like a discount on your loan, especially if they financed it. They'll be like, well, we'll pay it off as part of this because you almost have it paid off, as part of the trade-in. We'll give you a little extra for the trade-in, if you finance through us again, which is fine by me. Like, I mean, it's like the Honda financing program. You know what I mean? It's like nationwide. It's like their big dealership one. So I was like, it's the same as a bank. I send a fucking check every month. But yeah, not too bad. But, having 2 car payments, especially since if I were to replace my car, it would be more expensive. Because I would probably want like a CRV. And those are closer to like 22, 23 per month. Or 22, 23,000. So it'd probably be like $450 a month. Ugh. I don't think I can afford that much car payments with our fucking mortgage. Man, it just never ends. You're always paying somebody, huh?
Yeah.
Right, TJ?
Yeah. Always paying.
Always paying the man. TJ, you still have your student loans to pay off?
Oh, so much.
I'm sorry.
Much. So
Eventually.
much.
Just keep fighting that good fight. You'll get them paid off. Did you have a lot of student loans when you left?
Yes. So much. So much.
At least you had good I'm assuming you had really good APRs though, right?
Not on my private student loan.
What were those at?
I don't even know anymore. Because
you're like my wife. Like, she doesn't know anything about her student loans. So I'm like,
problem-
I
Hey, I'm
need
the
every
same way.
detail.
I'm just hoping that the next president does a forgiveness
He just
thing.
you're just dealing like, I hope they
Bank
forgive student loans.
Yeah.
Like,
Bank One got bought by Chase, got
Yeah, I know,
bought
right?
out by American Education Services, and they are cutthroat over at AES.
oh yeah,
I hate them.
it's fucking crazy. Yeah, because like my original student loans were through, I don't even remember what company, but I liked them. And they're like, hey, by the way, we're selling your loan to another company, so now you got to fucking log into a new thing and
Yep.
figure out how to pay them now. And it's like annoying as shit. Like,
My federal was through Wells Fargo, and then direct through Great Lakes, and then now it's Nelnet, because Nelnet's been buying them all.
yeah, Lauren, my wife's are through Nelnet.
Mine got sold to
and Great Lakes.
Navient. Navient.
Mine were sold to Navient as well.
Fuck them all.
But Navient's great. Or at least it was great for me. The website was really easy to use.
Yeah,
So,
I don't know. They seem all right for
yeah, and
someone that's
and-
trying to get money from me.
But I think all of my rates were like around 4 or 5%, which wasn't too bad.
All right,
So-
so I got the subreddit wrong.
Okay.
It's not I'm 13 and this is deep.
Uh-huh.
It's I'm 14 and this is deep.
A little bit older. A little
so
bit
much
older,
more
but not
mature.
any wiser.
Because I'm 13 and this is deep only has 265 subscribers. I'm 14 and this is deep has 466,000 subscribers.
How many does I'm 15 and this is deep have?
That's a great question. And I was going to say I don't feel like looking, but I will do it because I am that dedicated
For the sake
to
of the
this
show.
podcast. Exactly.
Fair and balanced.
I'm 15 and this is deep. 545.
Okay, so
So what's
14 is definitely the middle of the bell curve.
Yes.
So
So-
anyway.
So really, a lot of these are subreddits as a hashtag essentially.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because within the forum structure of Reddit, a lot of people use subreddits to punctuate a joke, and sometimes it's subreddits that exist, sometimes it's subreddits that don't. And this one happens to exist, which it's I forget what they call the Reddit alien, but they replaced his
Snoo.
face. Snoo. Okay, they replaced his face with a close-up picture of Jaden Smith's eyes, and the subreddit header is the red pill blue pill scene from The Matrix.
Perfect.
So to get a good idea to kind of what does well in I'm 14 and This Is Deep, not necessarily what it's all about, but what does well here, I went ahead and looked up top posts from all time instead of just what's hot right now. And it seems like it's posts that have the I'm 14 and This Is Deep feeling, but also within the post have a kind of counterpoint that just shows that people are idiots. So I have this Instagram post here. I think it's Instagram. I can't tell. But the picture is, if you give this to your plants, and it shows someone with a bottle of water, then why do you give this to your children, and show someone's hand with a Capri Sun, Coke, and Sunny D? And someone responded to this post saying, yeah, if you fertilize your plants with cow shit, why don't you rub shit on your fucking kids? The next one is this photographer removed phones from his images, and the results are a disturbing reality check. And someone's like, I too think it would be different if we were staring into our empty palms and not an incredibly complex device which gives us access to almost all the information in the world that can be used to communicate with other people. Although I will leave us with something I'm going to post to the Discord because I want this to be interactive.
Okay.
And it's a picture of a phone whose charging cord is wrapped around someone's hands, tying them tight, and it has the caption "Who's really in control?" And someone tweet responded, because this is Twitter somehow. Ooh, your phone a freak. So I will throw that in nothing but memes.
Thank you.
I
YOLO
know that
420.
I am frequently physically restrained by my phone.
I wish my phone was a freak.
It can be. You just have to get the right apps.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm downloading a lot of AMBs right now.
I figured you were.
I'm just excited to like go back to like this like weird corner of the internet that I was a part of in 2006 that still like exists in some way. Like I feel like I need to get to YTMND and it not be all white power stuff now.
Oh yeah, YTMD got fucked up. Here's some bathroom graffiti, but I'm assuming it's women's bathroom graffiti for a lot of reasons.
Yeah.
But someone wrote in Sharpie on some tile, "Suicidal people are just angels that want to go home." And someone responded in fine tip Sharpie, "Bitch, what the fuck?"
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And someone in very fine tip, probably in pen, in the grout, just wrote, "Well said, well said."
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm 14 and This Is Deep. And don't get that confused with I'm 14, This Is Deep. That only had like 8 subscribers.
Gotta love it when
It's
they
all
have,
about
like,
just falling into holes. Children falling into big holes.
Oh, that'd be
I'm
great.
14 and I fell into this really deep hole. I just want my Lazy Town memes. I mean, I remember YTMND had a lot of Lazy Town memes like back in the day.
Oh, you said you haven't listened to the YTMND version of We Didn't Start the Fire, right?
Yeah, we had. We this came up in a previous episode.
Yeah, okay. I'll just make sure you listen to it. Since
Oh, you had me
it's
listen to
classic.
it. Yes, it is. YTMD had some really good shit on it back in the day.
Back when memes were called fads.
Is that
Or at least
really?
well, yeah, they were called fads on YTMND.
I don't remember this.
When something
I always
happens,
used to just call them funny pictures with words on them.
well, if a thing got popular, everyone would then create and remix, and that kind of stuff was called fads.
Yeah.
Back before Cosby was a known rapist.
Okay.
I don't want to say.
Yep.
I have
He
a feeling
wasn't.
I feel like I have to pledge to AMV's like website.
Do they have like
Give
a
'em-
Patreon?
They have a PayPal. I feel like I give them because they want you to. They want you
It's
to
gonna
pay.
be this can be like a weekly segment. John's
They-
feed.
Yeah, choice because anyone could go on there for free and download things. My AMV, my classic AMV choice pick of the week.
AMV Masterpiece Theater.
Oh, there it is, AMV Masterpiece Theater. I got some good ones already. I'm already like got a huge list I want to download. But I guess they're hosting. Like you can download them right off the website, so they're hosting. all
Oh,
of,
that's
like,
a lot of data to host.
It is. Well, it would be if it was something that was popular, but I'm sure they don't get that many downloads.
Yeah, but still, even like they're all video files, and there's a shit
They're-
ton of them.
Well, if you would like to know, from 2005, a video file was
They're all
about
highly compressed,
70
small.
megabytes. So,
Okay.
well, and they're only 3-minute long, because it's just that. But there's again, like we said, there's 18,000 Naruto videos, so you're gonna have a lot eventually.
This one might fit. I could probably get this on I could probably get this one that I have onto our.
But anyway, they only want $12 for a year of like not but you can download them, but it like bothers you with like a pledge screen every time you try and download anything. But like seriously, I don't know, $12 I feel it might be worth it. Just because I like to chip in, when I am enjoying something, and that is I'm enjoying a lot of these AMVs. Yeah, this is really like hitting a specific nostalgia bone in me because. Like 2005 was like the year I was going to anime club with Adam, and they would watch, like I think every week they would watch, like 5 or 6 different animes, and we'd watch like 3 episodes of each one, so it would be like a whole evening basically, and it would be at UW-Madison, and it was in like one of those classrooms that had the huge like screen and projector, so we'd all like sit there and watch and like eat like soda or drink soda and eat like snacks and have a good old time. But they would play AMVs between like the shows as like a commercial break, so people could go out and like get a drink or get food and stuff. So I saw some really like that's where I saw a lot of like cool like internet stuff back in the day. I forget what's the name of the Orphan House. I watched those on there. I don't know if you've ever seen Orphan House, but someone shared all those. That was like right up my alley for humor. It's like a lot of Newgrounds stuff, basically.
Oh, like Goatsy and Tub Girl.
No, like actual things, like on Newgrounds, not like weird, gross shit. But Orphan House is actually really funny, still. But anyway, so that's my life. I bought a car. I like to watch AMVs. I think we're out of time.
Yeah, we're at a good place.
We're at a good place. Do we have any final thing?
I've put an AMV in our Discord.
Nice.
Don't
'Cause it
forget to
fits.
shoot for the moon, because even if you miss, you'll land amongst the stars.
I'm gonna stop.
No.
I'm gonna have one final piece of news before we leave.
Okay.
So we've talked. I've had various of these over the years of the podcast. Various Madtown, Madison police blotter posts.
Oh yeah.
So there's a recent one dealing with the possum. And let's read it. March 12th, 2019. MPD, which is the Madison Police Department's commitment to high quality service is in no way limited to only humans. On this fateful day, officers were dispatched to a possum sitting atop a 4-foot-high wood fence. Noting that this majestic creature appeared stuck on the fence, officers assessed it to be potentially in need of assistance and began efforts to contain him. I think there was some other background that isn't part of this police blotter. I think it may have been in a longer form report, but it was during the day, so it was obvious that shouldn't be out still because they like to sleep during the day. Then they discovered the direst of circumstances. Anatomical items of said creature were caught in the fence slats.
Oh no.
It is taught in the academy to show empathy for those we interact with. This delicate situation brought on the utmost empathy for the possum. Having some sort of symbiotic moment with the responding officers, the possum gratefully allowed the officers to free him in the greatest of senses and move him to the ground. Upon reaching the ground, a hasty departure was made by all parties, with a greater appreciation for freedom and undoubted new respect for the dangers of wood fences. I love how these are written. It's always good.
So that possum got his balls stuck in a fence?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
I believe another police report said that actually the possum, when it was freed and they let it on the ground, it immediately played dead, and they had to poke it.
Possum, if you will.
Yeah, it played possum, and they had to poke it a bunch because they needed it to leave, and then it hissed at them and ran away. Like, no, you actually have to go. We know you're not dead. Like, go.
we just
bush,
put you
please.
there. We
Get
saw
out of
you.
this person's yard, please. Yeah. So anyway, So that's my note. Watch Orphan House. It's great if you like Final Fantasy jokes and various things for animes. You'll like it. But anyway, so if you want car buying tips, subscribe to my listserv. I'll probably just talk about my grandmother smoking cigarettes for a while, if you sign up for that. But eventually I get to the car news. But thanks for listening. It's John_Danger at twitter.com, the hell website twitter.com, or the website's bornintheeighties.net.
Yeah, just go there. It's way better.
Yeah, it's better than Twitter. Like, I can say that unequivocally. Like,
you can find all my shit at matthagmusic.com. Hey, follow me on Instagram, matthagmusic. That's where I'm putting all my test special effects footage that I'm doing, learning how to do for music videos and stuff. So
I'm
a bunch of short little videos.
What's your Finsta? Can I join your Finsta?
I don't remember much. No, I don't have a Finsta. I just have a Rinsta.
You just have a Rinsta?
Yes.
Finsta?
I don't think I'm following
What's the
you.
F again?
Fake Insta.
Never mind, I am following you.
Okay.
Cool.
TJ, do you have
Yes,
Twitter?
I do have Twitter. Hashtag save May of May, because I'm at May of May 84 on the Twitter. You can just search for May of May, you'll find me. I now have a creepy, disgusted face for my profile picture, so that's cool. Otherwise, you can find me at twitch.tv/May of May. Do a Google search for May of May, and you'll find me everywhere I've ever been on the internet, including some stuff I'm probably not too personally proud of, but I've grown and learned over the years.
All of your men's rights posts.
Nothing racist.
I only
Alright.
post racist things. But I'm only racist against fictional alien races from Star Wars.
Well, that's where it's going to go. All of the simple, the simplest kind of adventure stories are all being transposed onto aliens now because they were incredibly racist.
Yeah. I mean,
But
Neopets.
But our brains crave these simple good guy versus bad guy stories, so we need to invent aliens for it.
Yeah.
Anyway. That's my
so you
social
can find
commentary.
me on neopets.com. Visit my storefront. I got lots of good negs on sale, and pirate doubloons, so you can level up your Neopets.
You can find me on GaiaOnline.com.
That's how Mafia works.
Yes.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Goodbye.